A Gift of God. Part 1. The Village of Hope. In a quiet village, nestled between green hills and flowing rivers, lived a humble farmer named Ramesh. He was known for his kindness and honesty. Every morning, he would tend to his fields, and every evening he would sit under the old banyan tree, sharing stories with the village children. Ramesh and his wife Meera had been married for many years. They dreamed of having a child, but despite their prayers and hopes, they remained childless. Still, they never lost faith. They believed that one day God would bless them with a child. Part 2. The Unexpected Visitor. One rainy evening, as Ramesh and Meera were preparing dinner, they heard a soft knock on their door. Opening it, they found a young woman, drenched and shivering. "Please," she said, "I've lost my way and have nowhere to go." Without hesitation, Ramesh and Meera welcomed her in, offering her dry clothes and warm food. The woman introduced herself as Anaya and thanked them for their kindness. That night, as the storm raged outside, Anaya shared stories of distant lands and adventures. Her tales captivated the couple, bringing warmth to the cold night. Part 3. A Mysterious Departure. The next morning, the sun shone brightly, and the storm had passed. Anaya prepared to leave, thanking Ramesh and Meera for their hospitality. "I have nothing to give you," she said, "but I leave you with a blessing. May your home be filled with laughter and joy." With that, she disappeared down the path, leaving Ramesh and Meera wondering if she was more than just a traveler. Part 4. The Miracle. Weeks passed, and Meera began to feel unwell. Concerned, Ramesh took her to the village healer, who, after an examination, smiled and said, "Meera is with child." Tears filled their eyes. After years of waiting, their prayers had been answered. The village rejoiced, celebrating the news of the coming child. Part 5. The Birth of Arav. 9 months later, on a clear spring morning, Meera gave birth to a healthy baby boy. They named him Arav, meaning peaceful. From the beginning, Arav was special. He rarely cried, smiled often, and had a calming presence. The villagers would often say, "He is truly a gift from God." Part 6. Growing up, as Arav grew, his unique nature became more evident. He had an innate understanding of people's feelings and would often comfort those in distress. Animals seemed drawn to him, and even the most stubborn cows would calm in his presence. He excelled in his studies and was always eager to help others. His parents taught him the values of kindness, humility, and service, which he embraced wholeheartedly. Part 7. Challenges arise. One year, the village faced a severe drought. Crops failed, and water became scarce. Fear and despair spread among the villagers. Arav, now a young man, couldn't bear to see his people suffer. He proposed digging a new well in a nearby area, believing there was an underground water source. Many were skeptical, but his determination inspired others. Together, they worked tirelessly, and after days of digging, water finally burst forth. The village was saved. Part 8. A Leader Emerges. Arav's actions during the drought earned him great respect. The villagers looked up to him, seeking his guidance in times of trouble. He led with compassion and wisdom, always putting others before himself. Under his leadership, the village prospered. They built a school, improved farming techniques, and ensured that no one went hungry. Part 9. Remembering the Past. One evening as Arav sat under the banyan tree, his parents shared the story of Anaya, the mysterious woman who had visited them years ago. "She blessed us before leaving," Meera said. "We believe you are that blessing." Arav pondered their words, feeling a deep connection to the story. He realized that his purpose was to serve and uplift others. Part 10. Spreading the Light. Arav decided to travel to neighboring villages, sharing knowledge and helping those in need. He taught better farming methods, built wells, and emphasized the importance of unity and compassion. His reputation grew, and people from far and wide came to seek his counsel. Yet, he remained humble, always attributing his abilities to the blessings of God. Part 11. The journey continues. Arav traveled from village to village. In each place, he listened to the people's problems and tried to help. Some villages had no clean water. Some had no school. Some had people who were always fighting. Arav helped them find peace. He said, "We are all one family. We must help each other and live with love." People began to call him God's gift, not only in his own village, but in many others too. But Arav never became proud. He said, "I am just a servant. All good things come from God." Part 12. The return home. After many years, Arav returned to his own village. His parents were older now, and they were so happy to see him again. Mira said, "You have done so much good, my son. We are proud of you." Ramesh smiled. "You were a gift to us, and now you are a gift to the whole world." The village celebrated his return. They cooked food, danced, and sang songs. Arav was home. Part 13. The Old Woman. One day, a very old woman came to the village. She wore simple clothes and walked with a stick. She came to Arav and said, "Do you remember me?" Arav looked at her carefully. Then he smiled. "Anaya?" The woman laughed softly. "Yes, long ago, I came to this house during a storm. And now I came to see the boy who became a man." "You blessed my family," Arav said. "You changed everything." Anaya said, "No, child, you were always chosen. I just gave a little push. You followed the path with your heart." She gave him a small golden coin. "Keep this. It's not for money. It's a sign that you are doing God's work." Then she quietly left the village, never to be seen again. Part 14. The Village of Peace. Years passed. Arav became the head of the village, but he never acted like a ruler. He listened to the people and made decisions together with them. Under his leadership, the school grew big and every child studied. The fields were green and no one was hungry. Festivals were full of joy and people shared everything. No one was alone. Everyone had someone to care for them. People from other places visited the village just to learn how to live peacefully. They called it the Village of Peace. Part 15. A new gift. One morning, a woman knocked on Arav's door. She held a baby in her arms. "I am very poor," she said. "I cannot care for my child. Please help me." Arav and his wife, Neela, looked at the baby and felt love in their hearts. They had no children of their own. With kind eyes, Arav said, "This child is a gift of God. We will raise her as our own." They named her Asha, which means hope. And just like that, the story came full circle. A gift was given. A gift was received. Part 16. The Final Days. Arav grew old. His hair turned white, his back became bent, and he walked slowly. One day, he sat under the banyan tree with young Asha. She was now a bright, kind girl who loved helping others. He gave her the golden coin and said, "Anaya gave me this when I was young. It is your turn now." Asha asked, "What should I do with it?" Arav smiled. "Give love, give help, and always believe in goodness. Be a gift to others." Part 17. A new beginning. When Arav passed away peacefully, the whole village cried. They lit candles, sang songs, and planted a tree in his memory. Asha grew up and followed his path. She helped the poor, taught children, and healed broken hearts. And every time someone asked her, "Why do you help so much?" she said, "Because someone once helped my father. It is my turn now." The story of Arav lived on in books, in songs, and in people's hearts. Final words. A gift that keeps giving. God's gifts don't always come in gold or silver. Sometimes they come as people. Arav was one such gift. He changed the world not with power, but with love. And love, once given, lives forever.